This presentation is for you if you've been struggling to save a deposit and are wanting to own your own home. What I am going to do is show you our Home Buyer Accelerator program, which teaches you how to leverage your superannuation to create a 20% deposit to buy a home to live in. We give you access to our unique shared equity investment and loan strategy, which has now been audited and approved by the ATO and ASIC. This will help you escape the rental trap and get you onto the property ladder and live the Australian dream of home ownership. By using the Home Buyer Accelerator program, you can finally make home ownership a reality for you and your family, while keeping your superannuation in a secure investment. Our clients have had great success. We feel so confident in the process that we offer a no-win, no-fee guarantee. This is one of Australia's best kept secrets to get finance for a home with little to no savings. So if you have struggled to save a deposit and want to get onto the property ladder, you have come to the right place. Hi, my name's David Johnson. I'm one of the founders of Super Property Solutions. I moved to Currumbin Beach on the Gold Coast from Christchurch, New Zealand 10 years ago. I became a qualified financial planner for AMP, and I've worked for several financial planning firms over the last 10 years. I've helped people with multiple superannuation solutions, including wholesale direct, investing in property funds, and purchasing investment properties. But I have never seen an opportunity where you can get a return on your super and at the same time get access to a 20% deposit and 100% finance to buy a home to live in. You may have heard that you can't buy a home to live in with your super, and that is correct. So before you jump to any conclusions from anything that you've heard, please understand that you are not directly buying a property with your super. You are simply making an investment with your super and getting approved for a personal loan in your own name. This video will take away any misinformation that you may have received in the past from friends or family, or even your accountant or financial advisor. So please have an open mind, and you will be learning a lot of new concepts, but once you understand them, you will realise that this is a genuine opportunity that has already been helping hard-working Australians for over the past 10 years get into a home. Please note, I am only providing you with factual information about your superannuation. If you would like to obtain financial advice, I can refer you to a licensed financial advisor. If you would like to read our disclaimer, you will find this on the footer of our website. The 3 steps to our Home Buyer Accelerator program is step 1, find out how much money you can spend on a home. Step 2, meet the team of industry experts supporting you in your journey. And step 3, purchase and move into your home. Because of the Home Buyer Accelerator program, Super Property Solutions and our team of partners have helped over 150 clients reach their goal of home ownership through the shared equity program. So let's go and see one of our clients, James, and ask him what he thought of the journey.
Hello.
Hello, David Johnson.
Hi James. How are you? You well? Good to see you.
Lorelle.
Hi Lorelle.
Hi David, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to our home.
We didn't have savings, didn't have a deposit. Initially, I didn't think I could afford a home on my combined salaries as a full-time worker of Education Queensland and a bouncer in the weekends. Obviously networking with yourself, we sort of figured that it can be done, but really it was deposit and savings, we just didn't have it. Hey?
Yeah, just with one income coming in.
I guess it was hard to believe that we could actually journey towards owning a home. And then when Super gave us options, I guess it was quite exciting.
Gave us a bit of hope.
Yeah, I've never wanted to own a home per se, but then over the last 10-15 years I sort of realised, yeah, actually it might be a cool thing. Lorelle's always wanted to own a home.
I've always wanted a home.
I just couldn't be bothered.
But
Home is where the heart is.
it is, yeah, just a bit of security for the kids, for myself, just somewhere to, know that's ours.
Yeah.
Our lease was up and we have had a family of 5 and we had nowhere to go. There was no rentals, we couldn't get one, and well, we ended up having to split our family up, and for 5 long months we all were in 3 different locations on the Gold Coast.
We had to be technically homeless for 5.5 months, but we're not now, so that's all good.
I got the kids all back, and lovely to have a family again. Give it a go.
Give it a go, yeah.
I think you got to trust the process too.
Yeah, true.
It was tricky because this is the first time we've attempted to buy a home, and so as I mentioned before, there's a lot of moving parts, and I'm fairly adaptable in regards to protocols and procedures, but even I struggled with the formalities and the processes of buying a home. But then having Super there, and then I was able to contact Alana and the team, and then if I had a query, then I'd be referred to the next part of the team or over to the lawyer. So I got my head around it eventually, and like I said, it was our first attempt.
Yeah.
So we're excited for the next one. We own it, cuz. That's when our journey started with Super, was when, because we had the initial kōrero, the initial talk about,
That's right.
Hey, honey, we might be able to buy a home now, because, I'm earning good money and we could be in a place, and maybe this is the time. And then
I was like, wow.
eventually started looking on Facebook. Okay, cool. If I do this, then we're going to have a decent crack. We were given the keys on the 16th of July, and then we moved in on the 17th. Only because for me personally, it was just there were mechanisms and procedures. If they're followed, the outcome is productive. Yeah, if we didn't go through Super, it could have been extremely difficult for us. It was tricky, but came right really, really well. And now look at us. But yeah, without a doubt, it's easy to understand that Super allowed us to achieve a dream. We own it, cuz.
Now I'm going to dive deep into the strategy James used to successfully purchase a new home. Please pause the video now if you are wanting to grab a piece of paper and a pen to take any notes. This might be a lot of information, so don't worry if it doesn't make sense the first time. When you speak to myself or Max, you will have the opportunity to ask any and all questions that you may have. We do take your home buyer journey very seriously, so we want to make sure that you understand and feel comfortable along the process. Please pay attention and watch this explainer video to understand how the strategy works. Hi, thanks for your interest in the Super Property Solutions Home Buyer Accelerator Program. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a strategy that will help you achieve your dream of buying or building your own home. Did you know a self-managed super fund is not only the fastest growing, but the largest sector in the superannuation industry? Let's say you have about $200,000 in your superannuation, which is currently held with a retail or industry fund. Today, you can choose to take control of your super and manage your own investment assets just by rolling your funds over to a self-managed super fund. Once you've set up your new fund, you gain the opportunity to move all or some of your current superannuation into a SMSF structure. SMSF stands for Self-Managed Super Fund. So in this example, let's say John has $200,000 in his current retail superannuation. He chooses to move $100,000 into an SMSF, leaving $100,000 in his current super account. So $100,000 flows from his current super into the SMSF. Now he can control and choose his own investment assets with $100,000 inside his SMSF. John chooses to invest $100,000 into SRT, which stands for the Storehouse Residential Property Trust. So $100,000 flows from his SMSF into SRT. This is you making an investment into SRT. Therefore, you can expect a return on your investment. SRT has returned on average 4% per annum, and that 4% is made up of the average of interest earned and capital growth of the fund's property portfolio. So, on John's $100,000 investment, $4,000 should flow back into the SMSF every year. So as you can see, John has made an investment and now he's got a return on his investment, and that's step one. John can feel confident
in his investment because it is in a solid investment of bricks and mortar and has proven consistent returns. Step 2. John wants to build a new home for him and his family. Unfortunately, John hasn't saved a deposit and he wants to purchase a $400,000 home. John can come back to the Storehouse Residential Trust as an individual, separate from his superannuation, and get a loan under his own name. So $80,000 would flow from the SRT to John in the form of a loan. This loan will be at 3.25% fixed interest for the first 3 years. However, it is paid up front for John by the Storehouse Residential Trust, so he can pay more off his principal during the term of the loan. The next 2 years are charged at 3.25% interest only. This gives John the opportunity to pay more principal off his first mortgage, and if his property has increased in value, he can then refinance to pay off his personal loan with the Storehouse Residential Trust within the first 5 years. This is a shared equity loan, so any increase in the property value, SRT will share 20 to 25% of the future capital growth during the term of the loan. John can now use the $80,000 to act as a 20% deposit for his new home, which is our little to no money down strategy. John can now go and get an 80% loan from a bank. Having a 20% deposit, John was able to avoid paying $18,000 in lender's mortgage insurance, which is a massive saving. That's step 2. John has now got a loan from SRT. Now John and his family have moved into their new home. They have always wanted to get out of the rental cycle where the children could paint and decorate their walls, his partner could design and landscape the garden, and John could finally build his shed. Now their family dream of home ownership is now a reality. So I just want to highlight what John is not doing, is buying a property by directly using a superannuation. John is not doing that. What he is doing, however, is making an investment, which is step 1, and then getting a loan, which is step 2.
I hope this strategy has made sense. If it didn't, feel free to go back and watch it again. Now I'm going to explain the process that James went through with us to buy his new home. Hey James, good to see you, mate.
You too, mate.
Yeah, come on in, we'll go up to the office just on the 13th floor. The first step in our process is to find out how much money the bank and the Storehouse will lend you. We do a no cost, no obligation internal assessment where we look at your income, debt levels, super balance and credit history. This is a free assessment and it will determine your borrowing capacity to purchase a new home. You are required to upload certain documents and complete 2 forms to get your answer. Because of high demand, this can take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. Please note this does not have any impact on your credit score as it is an internal assessment only, done by our team of analysts. If you are approved with a borrowing capacity that matches your desired purchase price for your new home, you can then move to step 2. If you have any concerns due to past failures with credit, don't let this stop you from finding out. As you have not reached your desired borrowing capacity for a home, we can provide prompt feedback and coach you on a proven path to increase your borrowing capacity to reach your desired goal. It doesn't hurt to find out, as we may be able to help. The second step in our process is to meet the team. You will meet with me on a Zoom screen share. We will discuss the strategy in further detail until you feel 100% comfortable and understand the process before moving forward. I will show you what your total borrowing capacity is to purchase a home to live in, all your associated fees and your capital growth projections for the next 5 years, so you can see how you'll be able to refinance and pay back your deposit loan. I'll then explain to you our partners and complete your introductions. Super Property Solutions and all of the approved partners are completely transparent with you on all of our fees before you make any commitment to our program. There will be no hidden fees or charges. The most important thing for you to know is that the majority of these fees and charges will cost you little to no money out of your own pocket, as they are charged to your superannuation or are included in your loan. We offer you a no-win, no-fee guarantee, meaning if you are not in a home, we will not charge you a cent. We recommend using self-managed, managed super funds. That's SMMSF. That's our unique coin of phrase, because a self-managed super fund, to be honest, is the worst name the government could have chosen to use. I would never recommend someone try and manage their own self-managed super fund alone because of the complexity, the risks, the costs involved of getting it wrong. This could result in big fines. You'll definitely need the help from a licensed financial advisor, team of professionals, and the Home Buyer Accelerator program to make this strategy work for you. To provide optimal results, all of the professionals behind the scenes work together for you in a strategic and a collaborative way to build and protect your personal wealth and to help achieve home ownership. Once you feel confident with the team and the process, we can now submit your full application to obtain a pre-approval for your entire mortgage. This can take anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks, and once approved, it's time for your third step. Our third step is to purchase your home. Now you have pre-approval, it's time for house hunting. So you can purchase a home in any location in Australia. However, the postcode has to be in the approved postcode list from the bank, and usually requires a population of at least 2,000 people. Our most popular choice is to buy an established home, so they can move in within a few months. However, some choose to wait 12 months to go through the build process. The choice is yours. As we hold a corporate buyer's agent license, we can assist you in your search for a property. And we'll speak with the real estate agents on your behalf, if you wish. Once you've selected a property and your offer has been accepted by the seller, you can sign your contract and we go for formal approval. We will get your formal approval and your property independently valued so that you can rest assured that you will not make the mistake of overpaying, because the bank will not give you the finance if the property is overvalued. So once you receive formal approval, which means that you have been approved to purchase your home by all parties, is only now that you are required to make your investment into the Storehouse Property Trust, which then gives you a loan so you can settle and move into your new home. The Home Buyer Accelerator program is a unique shared equity product which essentially acts as a temporary finance solution similar to that of bridging finance. By the 5th year, most of our clients' homes have increased in enough value that they can refinance their mortgage and pay out the Storehouse loan and continue on with a standard mortgage. Once they have paid out their loan, their superannuation investment will go back to their self-managed super fund, plus any extra interest earned. You can then choose to put your money back into your current retail superannuation fund or reinvest to create another deposit to get your first investment property. By investing your superannuation, you are able to continue to grow your super while leveraging that investment and creating an opportunity to get into your very own home. So now you know that you are not using your super to buy a home directly. You are simply investing your superannuation in a property fund and getting a return on your investment. Then you're getting a personal loan in your own name separately to secure complete finance for your home to live in. Our company mission is to help hardworking Australians get into a home. So we put our heart and soul into everything that we possibly can do to make you successful in your journey to home ownership. And this is why we have created a one-stop shop solution where we will be here by your side every step of the way and make the process simple and easy for you. So the first step for you to get started is to find out what your borrowing capacity will be for your home. At this stage, there is no cost or obligation. This is only an internal assessment and will not have any effect on your credit score. This is just to see if you are approved and what the purchase price for your property will be. Please note, if you are a couple, you can combine your superannuation and also your incomes will be assessed together for your borrowing capacity. At the moment, due to a high demand, we do have a wait list and it can take up to 3 weeks to provide you with a borrowing capacity amount. So, the sooner you complete your online borrowing capacity form and documentation request, the sooner we will be able to get you an answer and get the process started for you. While you're waiting for our 10-minute call, you can start the borrowing capacity assessment now if you're wanting to get the ball rolling earlier. If you feel that you are confident and understand the strategy and want to find out your borrowing capacity today, please click the button below. If you're wanting to speak to myself or a team member first before starting your borrowing capacity application, that is absolutely fine. Alana and Mary, our office manager, will be here to support you with uploading your documents, so you can email or phone our office if you need any assistance. All the best, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.